A lot of the younger ones prefer to have their own
Vlog.
vlog,
Yes,
di ba?
that's right.
Instagram,
That's right.
website, and if they prefer to go on that route, are you being heard in that arena? Because if you're not, then you're missing out on a big customer base. All right, we're here today with Miss Leizel Obuga, the CEO of MSI Modeling. It's an 18-year-old company that Miss Leizel started. And right now, she will have a couple of questions for me about business, marketing, and about another startup that she and her husband is doing. So, Miss Lizelle, thank you for being here on the show. Can
Thank you,
you
sir. Thank you.
can you tell us a little bit more about MSI modeling, how you started up, why you chose that industry, and what's happening right now?
Okay. MSI actually started 2002, and we are catering students as young as 4 to 25 years old. So from toddlers to young adults, focused entirely on personality development. So, and we're just using modeling as a tool to develop their poise, their posture, how they would carry themselves, uh, learning photo shoots, like photography, video shoots, and anything that a model would want to experience. And our tagline is always like becoming simply learning how to be a model without looking one.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look like a model without being actually one. Okay, so it's better if someone would, approach you and say, "Are you a model?" Well, in
Yeah.
fact, you're not. Then you yourself saying, "I am a model," and yet they
Mhm.
would like, talaga model ka ba?"
Yeah.
Or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do. We've been doing this for a while, so this is like an advocacy already, sir.
How'd you get the idea? Where did it come from?
Well, from my past experience,
You're a model.
yes,
18 years ago.
that was 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
30 years
And
ago.
then when you were about to finish your modeling career, you started the business.
Yes, that's right.
Wow.
That's right.
So how's it going now?
So far we're doing well. We have quite a number of students already. Some of our graduates are flight attendants. They made it to pageants already. Some of them are
Wow.
crown beauty queens. Some are commercial models, and many of them are accomplished already so far.
For those who might be interested in enrolling in your modeling agency, what makes it unique and different from the other modeling schools out there?
Oh wow! Thank you for this opportunity, Sir Sean. Actually, we're since I'm a mom, I consider my students as my kids or my children. So there's really a personal touch. So probably that's what we can really boast of, since coming from a mom. Every penny is like an investment, especially on education, and this one is really like a worthy investment for a child. So we find ourselves unique from the other workshops or modeling workshops that other would offer. Since mine is more of it's like intentional, personal approach, customized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a hands-on touch.
Yes, with the hands-on especially.
Now, I understand you have a couple of questions about
Yes.
your business.
Yes.
And I will try my best to be able to tackle and answer them as best as I can. So let's move to that. What's your first question for me?
Okay, actually, speaking, sir, of my modeling school, as we are talking about it, since we have been operational for quite a while, 18 years, we're actually on our 19 years. No, my question now for you, sir, do you think we still can like improve? What aspect should we improve on, since right now we're the manner of advertising that we do is only Facebook, and also we do the very traditional, like we do flyering still,
Yeah.
we do banner posting,
Yeah.
and we visit different schools. That's what we do for now.
I assume that you're doing all of these things because most of them used to work really well for you.
Yes, yes.
And are they still working as well for you today?
it's been like 2 years already that we somehow, based on like a post evaluation of our
Uh-huh.
events, we could see that there's like a decrease on the
Okay.
number of students.
It's dwindling, but only for the
Yes.
past 2 years.
Yes.
That's actually not so bad considering that the growth of digital, the boom here, especially in the Philippines, started around 2010. The reason why you're asking, and I understand, is because maybe you're wondering where did the increase go?
Yes.
Because there is no shortage of people, right? Every
Exactly.
day, a lot of people are
Mhm.
being born and they're
Mhm,
growing
mhm,
up, and I'm
mhm.
sure a lot of them would like to do modeling. Now, a lot of these models before might not have had a lot of opportunities.
Mhm.
Dati siguro pag magmo-model ka, isa na yun sa mga big prestigious jobs na gusto nilang pasukan. But now we have a slew of new jobs that are
Right.
made available by the digital market. One, for example, is the influencer industry,
Mhm.
which is quite new in the advent of Instagram, Facebook, na wala naman yan dati.
Mhm.
So, how do you tap that market? You could start a campaign that might go along the lines of, do you want to be an influencer in Instagram? You want to be effective, na hindi ka mapapahiya or hindi ka kailangan mag-take ng sobrang daming pictures para makakuha ng isang magandang picture. That could be a marketing approach. Because
Okay.
I know a lot of young ones right now don't want to be a traditional model na, meaning walking on
The ramp.
the ramp
Mhm.
and going to television or being a model on billboards. A lot of the younger ones prefer to have their own
Vlog.
vlog,
Yes,
di ba?
that's right.
Instagram,
That's right.
website. And if they prefer to go on that route, are you being heard in that arena? Because if you're not, then you're missing out on a big customer base. And they do need to learn how
Mhm.
to model properly, pose in front of a camera
Mhm.
better,
Mhm.
or how to act in front of a video camera
That's right.
better, because it still is trying to engage the audience, the
Mm.
viewers. You have to do it well. Otherwise, people will not engage with you as an influencer. So, right now, are you
Mhm.
doing anything in that field?
I could say not really.
That's one thing
Yeah.
you can do.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah. So that's huge. Kasi nga,
Mhm.
I haven't met someone recently that told me na, Sean, I wanna be a model in TV or in an advertisement. Matagal na akong hindi nakarinig ng ganun.
Mhm.
But ngayon, ang dami kong kilala na gusto mag-influencer sa Instagram or sa YouTube.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And without even proper training, they can do that. Even
Mm.
like a toddler who has a mom who's
Yeah.
very enthusiastic to take a video and
Yeah.
then let the child speak. No.
Yeah. But
That's
here's
right.
the thing. Since a lot of people want to do it, the landscape is getting more competitive because ang taas na ng supply. If supply is growing, the demand is being satisfied,
Mhm.
then the margins will shrink
Yes.
and competition will get tighter.
That's right.
That's law of economics.
Mhm.
So what you want to do is to encourage them to be the best they can be at the get-go so that they're ahead of their competition na kagad. That is an edge because they're not going to be in your school forever. They're gonna
That's right.
enroll and learn and then graduate. And once they graduate, they have an edge na amongst all the other people who want to compete in the influencer industry. That could be an avenue where you can go.
Yes.
Because right now, I don't think anyone is thinking about it that way. Na gusto ko mag-influencer, well, kaya ko naman eh. Kahit ano na lang i-post ko doon. Kaya kung makikita mo, maraming failed influencer na never went to see success, never had a sponsorship or an
Yes.
advertisement.
And of course, the content din, sir.
Na content
The
as well.
content.
They
Yeah.
have no idea who their audience is. Iba-iba yung messaging nila.
Mhm.
Iba-iba yung branding nila sa sarili nila. It's not gonna work that way. And they can learn that from you. But if you're not advertising there or marketing there, then they have no idea that they can do that.
It's been our goal to open a branch. It's our mission to like open it nationwide. But up until now, imagine for how many years we have not even opened one. What do you think, sir? Should we do, or why do you think this happened to us?
Just to add more context to the question, when you say you want to open a branch nationwide, are those branches going to be under your jurisdiction? Are you going to be opening that yourself?
It can be like a company owned or a franchise.
If it's going to be company owned, you have to ask yourself what is necessary for you to open in certain areas. Because for example, here at SEO Hacker, we opened a branch in Melbourne, but what we have there is actually a virtual office and people who can take sales calls and go to a meeting. That's it. We don't have operations people there because the operations is here and it can be done here. So very lean yung operations expense namin abroad. Super lean. Halos wala akong ginagastos. But we have presence there. We have an address. We're in Google Maps. We do rank for that keyword. So, you have to ask yourself, if you're gonna be the one operating the entire thing, ano yung pwede kong tipirin na nandito naman ginagawa namin yung operations sa current branch ko. Tapos yung kailangan ko buksan dun sa ibang strategic areas na yon are sales staff lang. Or, just one head coach and all the materials can be developed from here. Ipoport na lang namin doon. If you're gonna go the franchise route, matrabaho yon. You have to plan how you're going to be controlling the quality, how you're going to be charging royalty every when, how they are going to be opening the branches, what location would be effective for them. You have to plan all of these things because for the franchisee, the reason why they're going to be paying you the franchise fee plus the royalty is because ayaw na nilang isipin lahat yun. Gusto lang nila kumita ng ROI. So you have to be the one thinking about all of that. And you have to go there and advise them, this is a good location. And then, once they open up the branch and hire their staff, you also have to be the one training the staff. These are the do's and don'ts, our protocol, our mission vision, the history of the company, our core values. So you have to be the one doing all of these things. It's like opening another branch altogether, but you do it once because you hand over the management to the owner afterwards. But all of the foundation, galing pa rin yun sa'yo. So there are two ways to go about it, both of which you are open to. The question is, ano yung mas prefer mo? You hand over the management, but there is a huge brunt of work at the get-go that you need to do, planning, strategizing, and controlling in terms of franchising. And then there is also you're going to be opening up controlled branches, which if you're gonna ask me for advice as a businessman, I would say open up first controlled branches. Para control mo yung quality nilang lahat. Afterwards, pwede ka na mag-franchise. So, I know that it sounds like, pero mas maraming work yun kung ganun. Yes, but you look at the big franchises, Jollibee, the Generics Pharmacy, almost all of the big franchise locations nila, company-owned eh. Yung mga outlying branches, yun yung franchise eh. Bakit ganun yung ginawa nila? Because they want to show people it's profitable. And we really control everything. The revenue, the profit margin, the advertising, the marketing, the training. Lahat yan bibigay namin sa inyo. And yung quality will always be good. Eh? And if you franchise somewhere na kayong pipili ng location, approve namin or reject namin. Pero kikita kayo. ROI na yun in X number of years. 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, depende.
So, sir, what you're trying to suggest is if we can open a company owned first and then see all the, operations.
Because that's how you will be able to franchise effectively.
Okay.
Kung may branch ka dun na wala kang physical presence, marirealize mo yung mga loophole na kailangan mo kontrolin. Marirealize mo yung mga tao mo, saan sila mag-exploit ng mga loophole na yun. Anong klaseng pilferage gagawin nila? Madalas ba sila sa cellphone? Hindi nila ini-entertain yung client? Or pag nagta-training sila, mainit ba ulo nila kasi gutom, puyat, nag-sideline? Maraming problema eh.
Yeah.
There are so many possible problems that you need to deal with. And before opening a franchise, if you're able to deal with it, kasi nga nag-open ka ng controlled branch mo, then you can port that when you start franchising out. It's easier for you. And it's more applied, it's more realistic. Kasi nangyari siya dun sa controlled branches mo.
Do you have an idea of any training company that's into franchise?
I know that there are companies here that deal with franchising. Like I've heard of FranCorp. I think it's an organization that helps you get a better idea, give you some training. I don't know how deep.
These are consultation on about franchising?
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
And I suggest if you want to explore that possibility, that future, to get in touch with them. No, it's worth the money if it will, in the end, generate more semi-passive revenue for you.
Thank you, sir. That would be my question for now.
Okay. Good.